But that's what's great about being is it little person? What's the term now?
Yeah, little person or dwarf is the accurate one.
Okay.
Dwarf sounds like it's more offensive.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. Sounds like old-timey.
I'm not a guy.
Didn't they have a thing in the Seven Dwarves where that was offensive now?
Yeah, that whole that fucking story. Okay.
Oh, okay. We don't have to get into it.
No, I get mad about it because so to briefly summarize, they said Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the new live action Disney film.
Yes. This is a great point. I heard you say this before.
Yeah, they were like, well, we can't have dwarves. That's too offensive. That because it was like a Peter Dinklage on Mark Maron was like, oh, we're still doing the Seven Dwarves thing, and so then they're like, okay, don't worry. So he's
like dwarf Laurence Olivier.
Yeah, it's like okay, Dink. Like I call him Dink.
Do you know him?
No, he doesn't show up to the meetings. But like, it's like, yeah, we all could be a little bit more picky about our roles if we were getting them. But if we were working and they're being offered to little people, if we were just the funny lead or the guy, but
we need like a dwarf Hamilton.
Ooh,
like the founding fathers, but they're all little. That would
that'd be great, but podiums would fuck us up.
That's true.
Every time a dwarf's at a podium, that's the natural enemy.
Yeah,
you can't talk at a podium.
You can have a Mount Rushmore, but it's just an ant pile.
Yeah. So then they take out the little people. Instead, they call it Snow White and the Seven Magical Beings, and they post a photo. And this looks like a drum circle at Chico State. Okay, like this is. Look at this. Like, bust out a hacky sack. Like this.
Right.
Like, it's all different types of people, colors. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm fine having female little people of color little people, like, get that diversity.
Sure.
But then have it be the damn dwarves. So then that offended people. So like, okay, we'll bring back the dwarves. So they brought back the dwarves in the movie. They completely re-edited it, but they did it using CGI. So now all the dwarves are CGI. So now no dwarves are getting roles.
What the hell?
What the
Taking your
fuck,
jobs.
man?
At least humans had jobs here.
Yeah, this is why I'm so glad I'm a comic. I'm like, okay, I can just be funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank Christ, I don't have to have a casting director being like, okay, is it the right diversity quotient? Like, no, just be funny.
But what about diversity for you guys? Or get working even? That's crazy.
So I went to an audition one time, and it was not for a dwarf role. It was just for a role. And the casting director looked at me and goes, wow, that was great, but just so you know, we're looking for a diversity hire. And I was like, you mean this? Are you just having all sorts of dwarves bang down your door? What's happening here?
You're a minority.
I am.
They're like, ooh, we're looking for a trans dwarf. So.
It's like, okay, give me a week. I can go down to Mexico. I can have a surgery. It can happen. I can identify as.
Yeah, they're better off doing a multicultural Seven Dwarfs with Snow White. You know, get a Mexican beanie, then we'll get a diabetes. we'll get all the groups.
By the way, beanie sounds like a great racial slur for a Mexican dwarf.
That was the joke. That's what I was saying.
Shit. Okay, sorry, I told you.
Diabetes was the black one.
That, yeah.
According to Little People of America, there are an estimated 65,000, only 65,000 dwarves in the United States.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's nothing.
That's less than Jews. Isn't it?
God willing.
By millions. By millions.
Is there a Jew dwarf?
Of course, yeah.
I don't know.
Jewish.
Oh, gee, you want to hear complaining? Oh, my God.
Well, luckily I don't hear it. That's a tiny yarmulke. What is that? Just a Ritz cracker?
Clip it.